Let's bring in Jonathan Broder, contributing editor at Congressional Quarterly. Welcome back to the show.
Hi, Rachelle.
So first off, in your opinion, just how significant is this meeting and its timing?
Well, as your correspondents mentioned, this is the first time they've met in 5 years. And under President Trump, he never held these meetings and had actually quite bad relations with both Mexico and with Canada. And with Canada, it was personal. He called the Canadian Prime Minister Justin Trudeau two-faced. So just the fact that the meeting has occurred is an accomplishment, and it's part of President Biden's attempts to sort of show that the United States is friendly again with its allies, which was not something that was very clear under President Trump.
And as we've seen with the pandemic, that's creating common ground around cooperation there. Talk about the vaccine donations the countries are making and the difference that that will make in this overall fight against COVID.
Well, a senior administration official told us yesterday that the three countries are going to, particularly Canada and Mexico, are going to provide millions of doses of vaccines to countries in the region. So in the Triangle, Honduras and Guatemala and Nicaragua, and also in the Caribbean. The United States gave both these countries millions of doses themselves, and now they're paying forward and donating those some of those doses to these countries in the region. And it will make a difference. I mean, these countries are lacking in vaccines so far, so with millions of doses coming into them, it will make a difference.
Now, we also saw cooperation on climate change with this announcement on methane emissions cuts. How important are those commitments?
Well, every bit helps. What they've committed to do is to get rid of methane and black carbon emissions by as much as 65% by the year 2030. And as I said before, every bit helps. These are countries that emit quite a bit of methane and black carbon. So if you can reduce it by 65%, the air gets cleaner and the environment gets better. So that's a good thing.
Now, obviously, being that this is the first meeting of these three at this summit since 2017, still a lot of issues remain on the table. What would you say are the most thorny issues that remain a concern between these three countries?
Well, as your correspondent mentioned, migration is a big one, and that's an issue between the United States and Mexico. The United States has been, the Biden administration has been invoking a regulation called Title 42, where they have sent back literally millions of people coming across the border, claiming that they're concerned about the spread of COVID-19. What Mexico would like is for the United States to provide documents for many of the workers that are now in the country illegally and in danger of being deported. So if they could have documentation that would allow them to stay, they would be able to earn money and they wouldn't face deportation. The other big issue is between the United States, Canada, and Mexico. And that gets to this proposal of the Biden administration to provide a fairly large tax credit to anyone who's buying an electrical vehicle that's made in America, particularly those that are made in America with union labor. That tax credit would amount to $12,500. Now, some of these cars are also made in Mexico and in Canada, and even the cars that are made in America include a large component of parts that are made in Mexico and Canada. So The Canadians and the Mexicans are claiming that this proposal that the United States has, this hasn't passed yet, by the way, it's part of a bill that is still before Congress. They're claiming that this proposal would violate the updated version of NAFTA, the North American Free Trade Agreement. So this is a big issue. Biden is determined to try to take the lead in the production of electrical vehicles. He wants to get jobs for people,
Right.
and particularly the unions. So this is an issue that they have not resolved yet.